Alright guys, I did say I would be back. So here we are. We are going to do the event. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, great. Alright. Yippee! We are in Mondstadt. We gotta go all the way to... Yippee! This way. Okay. Ooh, a chest. Worry about it later.
Yeah. Huh?
Stop right there! Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
You know, it's crazy though. I literally said this dude, can't trust him.
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he
Hi.
knew we'd come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Hi, Mercy.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
Among.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
It's a trap! Probably. Oh, here we go.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
Unless he's the boss.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last remaining clue.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run.
Oh boy.
It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it was... Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
Ah.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed.
The Academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can...
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough.
Overkill.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but...
I see.
I've heard you Kashara scholars are...
You mean, like... toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kashara War scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children.
Oh.
It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us. But
Chief, should we drive them off? I'd like to see you try.
Leave them be. So, all that matters.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms.
I mean, he kind
But I
of
was able to
walked
design
into
a
it.
kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
Not the challenge right
I do
behind
mind,
it.
actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the Academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The
No.
rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the Academia, they don't exist in the desert. But what if
What are you suggesting?
me and my men can get you what you need? In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna...
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
See, he made a choice.
We increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Oh my god, the chest up in the distance.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this...
If you want to make the big mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust.
what was that?
Uh-oh.
No. Kaem was it?
It's his fault.
How did this happen?
You fucked
You won't
up.
find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past.
You sold weapons to his enemies.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
Bitch.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't The first time said I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us in the end, despite all the burning tents, I rushed. And now, you know the full account of my crimes.
Listen, he made his choice. If he hadn't have made the choice, it wouldn't have
I've been
happened.
raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read too. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but back then...
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us.
He even lured us to not cry.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those balloons.
Then we need to find him ASAP.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs... Oh?
You got something?
Like, if he hadn't made his choice,
We'd be
the
out of
people
picture
would still be
investigating this
alive.
place.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick.
I am cold. No, wait. Who was I building? Also, leave my 80 Flins and Bark alone. I'm trying here. Who was I working? Ah, him. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I was trying to get D-Luke up. Okay, we did it. And now I gotta work on getting everyone else to 90, because for some reason D-Luke is the first one. #1 Columbina fan, hello. I don't know why D-Luke was the first one. He wasn't even my first 5-star. It should have been Zhongli. Oh well.
Ashvapati,
It's been a while, Senegem.
how did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point
Both.
still hasn't changed.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation...
So now what?
No. The authorities can have your...
Is
Oh.
that Fatui Tech? Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years.
After everything that happened.
Because what's the alternative? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced... What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to them. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunity's in
You think everyone is as much...
a lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me.
Oh.
What the? you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes.
Apparently.
That's the plan.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until they remove...
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove...
Fontanian justice is too merciless.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people, surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Oh. No. Can I skip this?
Captain, we're in position.
Apparently not.
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
I don't think I have enough time for the anecdotes.
But how?
Huh?
think so. Huh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business. I never imagined the Guizhong ballista.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to.
Of course. You'll...
Honestly? As
Well,
for
that's
these
if
arms,
they're
then no.
activated, you know,
Considering the
because
Aye.
they activate over time. That was honestly, like, the most boring event that I've done so far. Yeah, see, I don't... I know what it is. Oh, I can just do them? I thought they had to unlock. Whatever. Let me do the last one. And then let me do this one. Okay, good to know. I'll do that then. And then I'm gonna hang out with my best friend.
What do you think they did with Ashvakaji in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Okay, we're not running there. We're gonna just whoop. Please don't take long.
Great! Everyone's in one place.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting. Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprising.
Uncle Ashvapati.
They told us the whole story.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend the way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure.
Are we
working-
done?
Are
we done?
Other business to attend to, so looks like you're free.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me,
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home too. So I was interested. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke. I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the
Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way.
Dory, shut up.
Hello, my dear customer.
So Mora is the answer.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone, created by none other, simply planted in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a...
What the...
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Why does he have such a deep voice?
So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed.
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of...
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Okay, are we done? We're done. Finally. Okay. Right? Because, like, why does the child have a deep voice? Okay. Now we do the anecdotes and then we're done.
Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now...
It's her! The boss of the Spina di Rosula! Huh? Uh-oh. Things are about to kick off. What are you worried about, Yehuda? Shh! Don't you see him over there? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is, she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the two of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you? What am I gonna do? Hey guys! What's up? Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelists of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the Traveler's arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the Traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well,
I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, here you have it. Nothing to worry about. These people are your friends. How is that even possible?
Okay, let's see. Alright, let's go take the green.
On me.
Short ass fuck.
Uh-oh. It's Lord Songima Bay. Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello. Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
You know, honestly, I don't see the issue with Dory.
Dory here. Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about.
I wonder why.
Every single Mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna hazard a guess as to why. I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good? Jeez, what a bargain! Works for me, I guess.
Also, do these anecdotes count towards, anything? Or am I talking to this child?
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake craft with everything Uncle's taught me?
Sounds like a waste of money to me.
But Uncle said...
Guys!
Bro, he can't be more than 8.
I hate to break it to you, but if you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. Oh! Hi, Yehoda! I came here to make sure you kids stay safe. So listen carefully. A lot of crazy people show up to this expo. Both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of. So if anything happens, don't try to deal with it yourselves. Call for me right away. You got that? Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these kids. Well, it's kinda my job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target.
Oh, I have a feeling this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Where are we going? Oh, you.
Watch out there, Yehoda! Just keep keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three! What are you doing here? There should be at least one of you manning the booth at all times.
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare!
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting! Here's the thing, Neb. Eve, I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring...
Exactly!
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade. One of your toys for one of mine.
Really? Thank you so much!
It's Boss. Boss of the...
Bro, she's so short compared to him.
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake.
Huh. That was very thoughtful.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I?
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid.
Yeah, that's what I said.
A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Where's the Varka one? This one. Oh, there's so much more to go.
Huh?
Hey, look! It's our old pal leaving.
Oh, it's you two. Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get why, Bob.
Ah, you must be the expo manager.
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so why not?
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch an ordinary price, you know? I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden value.
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly not gonna stop you.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Box of Marvels should the opportunity arise later.
Okay, that was fast. Oh no! Alright, well... I didn't mean to do that. Wait, can I do it out of order? You can!
Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt Vin.
Really? Wow, wait.
You're telling me. But that's where my
Okay,
connections
but where is
come in.
he?
Cool. What kind of connections?
Varka?
Hey! You can't go around.
What? Where's Varka? I feel like I've been tricked. Here? No. Here, maybe?
Wait, that's a familiar face.
Why, if it isn't the Traveler.
I don't care.
Yeah, muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp.
Oh, wait. Skull? Yeah. Sometimes people...
You're overthinking things here. This stuff
Lady,
really is
I don't
junk.
care.
We were just
This
gonna
isn't my
scrap them,
Varka.
and who knows?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Two light keepers. Maybe we'll... Oh! Hi!
Oh, Blitz and Igua! Fancy seeing you here!
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This...
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the Wild Hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better...
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
You know what? I think it's so funny that people ship them together, and Ugla just called him Mr. Flins, and Flins calls him Master. So it's like, why would you? Why? Anyways, where the fuck is Varka? I'm annoyed. I was promised Varka.
Welcome to the trip.
The treasure
I don't
hunters-
care.
Yep, every year. Back in one person. No way. The thing
I
is,
don't
over
care.
time, it became an unwritten rule that
I
each
don't
the different faction.
To be honest, I see myself as... Of course it does.
The fruity order.
The Fruity Order. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that's a name. Varka.
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind.
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, really? I first encountered
He's
the
kinda
humor and
cute.
intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meripede. The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. I've been searching for so long, so when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row, so we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out, so imagine they're...
Well, can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo.
I see. All right.
Is he...
Also, considering our... This guy has... But if there's one... So look...
Huh. So this...
No, you can't join. I'm doing stuff.
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Vorka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh hey, Traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes, and on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Leben? Oh, and Varga, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, that's true. You're not gonna reprimand him though, are you?
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
You're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. I'm with any luck?
Well, good luck.
Alright, I think we're done here. Yeah, we can't even get more primos. Alright, we're done. See, I want to get those primos unless I did the whole thing. Have to do everything, get all of it. I don't wanna. Well, let's see. Does this give me anything? I don't think so. Alright, we could try this again. Let's see which thingy I can get. I could at least try this one. Well, we'll do this one more time. We're probably not gonna get it. I think someone made a typo here. We're just gonna try the first one and hope for the best.
Locked and loaded. Waiting on your signal.
Beware the creatures in the night.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack mode. Increase firepower.
Okay. I just have to get the thing back up high enough.
You're quite finished. Night falls.
A gift from the land beyond.
Be sanctified.
Fire support ready. Select the target.
Can we do this? Probably not. Like we can try, but I think we might be a bit screwed. I don't think we're gonna get 30,000. There's just not enough time. We can easily get 10,000, but 30,000 is definitely a no-go. Unless I can somehow do this.
The long sleep beckons.
Settle down and bow your head. The tides beckon.
Yeah. Darn. We could try this one again. But I doubt we're gonna get very far.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
A gift from the land beyond.
Settle down. Silence. Be sanctified.
deadly beckons.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
Okay. Yeah, this one was F because of the stupid slimes. Because, I mean, you can only, you can't, this one's not easy to control. Yeah, this is not gonna be easy in the slightest.
Nice guiding. Well done.
Oh god.
Okay, that hurt.
Ow.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Yeah, we're not. We're not even gonna get close.
Select a target.
It's just because of the stupid slimes. You know, there's nothing we can do.
Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation.
Like, I'm trying my ass off out here, but... there's no way.
Maria sweeping in. Thunder.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. I think we're gonna miss out on those 50 thing. The 50. The 50 primos. I don't know what else to do. But...
Add Astro. Thank you for completing
yeah.
today's commissions.
Wait! Oh no. Oh, okay, I didn't. Okay. Did I get it? Okay, I did. And now I have to use resin. Did I do the tower defense? I think I gave up on that one because I didn't like it. Alright. I'm gonna get off, guys, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll probably do the camera event tomorrow or something. Okay, bye! Nope, we're not taking pictures.